there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. The difference between sex appeal and looks. And this is kind of a follow-up what I was talking about yesterday, which apparently some dudes still don't get. But look, here's the reality, right? Sex appeal and looks aren't the same thing. Looks at best are a part of sex appeal, but it can be separate. That's why sometimes you can have somebody who might look average or even unappealing by whatever cultural standard it is, still be considered sexy. Look up Google the term ugly sexy. Seriously, Google the term. Because they are two different things. They are two different things. At best, the looks part can be a part of it. And it's not a bad thing to have. In fact, here's a couple of food analogies to really understand it, right? Looks are the cake. The cake, just you make a perfect cake. I mean, it's just perfect, right? You know, got all the stuff on, well, not the stuff, but just the ingredients. You make the cake, you take it out the pan, right? And if your ass is hungry, you want to eat it right there. No frosting, sprinkles, anything like that, right? Sex appeal is the frosting, the sprinkles, and all that extra stuff. Because if you think about it, that's if you like, okay, like going to a grocery store or someplace to get a cake, right? Shoot, they could probably just have like a regular cake out. In fact, they do sell just regular pound cakes or whatever out, nothing on it. And people usually get it, but they don't think anything. But when it's a special occasion, oh, they fix it up. They even got contests to fix it up. The cake by itself without anything, that's just looks. And the other one is just sex appeal, right? That's frosting. Now, why am I making that distinction? Now, whatever I said, yeah, looks matter in the sense that it's taken into consideration. But what women consider sexy and what most men consider sexy are two different things, right? Because of dudes who's really been in the game, especially some dudes who practicing like higher forms of sexuality, like the Kama Sutra or Tantra, they already know there's more to it. But for a lot of guys, like the average woman is only sexy only if she looks good, you know? And it don't even matter what her personality is. Shit, if she look good, she could be masculine. Like I know some very beautiful women, but they lesbians. And don't even like one I know just her bone structure is real pretty, but I've never seen her in anything feminine as long, and I've known her for a few years. A couple like that, but a guy still go for it. But you turn that around, say a guy has, those features everybody say that women like. I guarantee the woman's turned off if he actually feminine. I guarantee it. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. Dudes don't get that. See, the thing is with sex appeal is all the extras. It's all the extras which you have control over. Like your bone structure, you can only control you can't control your bone structure. All you can control is your body fat. Right? But if you talk about something like cheekbones or jawbone or all of that, the reality is at best you could maybe change it just a little bit. And that's only by changing. You're not even really changing the bone structure any damn way. You changing the body fat. Your jaw is going to be what it's going to be no matter what. Seriously, people think they changing it and making it bullshit. They changing the body. All they doing is working the muscle there. That's what you can change. But the actual bones, you can't change it. You cannot change the actual bones itself, right? So that's pretty much the looks. Yeah, you can change the body fat, but that's actually a part of changing the body fat. Is actually a part of sex appeal. Now I use the example of a cake just to hammer it home. Think about Thanksgiving coming up in a few weeks. I've actually seen a turkey made that didn't have any spices, any of that extra stuff on it. It was like, But what makes it? You got to put all that stuff on it. That's the sex appeal. See, understand something with women. That's how they looking at a man. That is how they are looking at a man. They looking at the extra stuff. Now, I've shared several times those videos of where women are judging a man. I've shared several. I ain't even gonna do it anymore. right? Several of these videos. And when they say what it is about the guy, even if they say the guy look good and they break it down, they always like, oh, his hair or his drip, everything he can control, because you can fully control your hair too. You really can. Let me see. Hold on. Let me turn on. Kind of foggy in here. Hold on. I don't want to talk over this too much. But it's always stuff that you can control. And it's also mannerisms, right? It's also mannerisms, right? Because that's really the main thing. And since sometimes when I'm explaining this stuff, I drop into academic mode. Or some could even call it lawyer mode. I don't know. But the thing is, I'm including two links. One to two different articles. Well, one of the articles is about a study, right? To illustrate my point. Now, the article is about this woman. She was talking about a friend of hers who was good looking. She said he was good looking, but he had trouble with women. That's because of his mannerisms and everything. That's where the sex appeal come in, right? And then second thing is a link to a study that was done where men and women were shown pictures of people having sex. And the men focus on the women's faces, right? While the women actually focus on the sex act. See, women look at all the extra stuff. That's what make a man sexy to them. Like sometimes a woman could look at somebody for a long time and not think anything of them, but then see them in a certain light. And I can speak to this for personal experience, because let's be real, I don't look like no damn fashion model. I don't look like no damn fashion model, but you know, I got at least 2 kids I know about. So, you know, I've had like roughly 20 pregnancy scares outside of that, so having a sex on a deep level. But one of the things with that is it's very rare a woman has called me handsome. Very rare. Seriously, if I think about the women I've had sex with, I could use maybe really pushing it 2 hands to count the women who said, oh yeah, you handsome. The most they might say, oh yeah, you got a nice body. But they even then, you know, it always came down to my mannerisms, how I carried myself and everything. Yet they were still having sex. And well, the one thing that most of them would say is, you sexy. See, those are 2 different things. You know, and I've talked a lot about average looking men being with beautiful women and seeing it, or at least women who were rated around 7, right? The thing is, a guy can't tell what that woman sees. Because every single time I see that, I say, oh, that's what she likes. You must turn her on sexually. And that's usually, that's all it is. Like, you gonna tell me all these guys, some of them looking like some street dudes and all that, got money? Or, you know, they getting out a hoopty with a fine ass woman, but they got money? No, they probably dicking the woman down. Seriously. They probably dicking the woman down, or something about him turned her on sexually. And that's really all it is. I'm gonna get more into different things that can like trigger a woman next week in a podcast, right? I'm gonna get into it then, but that's it. It's like, see, you guys gotta understand, women be wanting to have sex out here. And every woman got something different. It's not universal. Indeed, a woman could look at a guy and say he looked good. And might say, oh yeah, he looked good, but all that do is open it up. And I remember mentioning before, it was a professional model, who said that just give you a few more seconds, but you still got to open your mouth. You still got to have mannerism. Like if you approach a woman, I don't care what your face is, what your height is, if you acting effeminate or shy or anything like that, the woman's like, whatever. Because one of the things is they want to imagine you in the bedroom. Like, these women are horny out here. That's basic. And they want to imagine what you're going to do. So when they looking at you, they looking at every little thing, trying to make a judgment. How this dude going to be in the bedroom? Or they even turned on by different things. Like I said, I'm going to get into that next week. You know, I remember one woman who had known me for a while sucked the fuck out of my dick, and all it was, she just said I looked nice in this leather jacket one time. Some women say, oh, look at that haircut. I mean, you know. But that was the thing women have consistently said. And that's actually, when you look at my books, that's the main thing I teach. Like in my book, Nice Guys and Players, I got a chapter on sexual chemistry. But very few people have actually acknowledged it. They're looking at everything else instead of the sexual chemistry part. But that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. If you turn on a woman sexually, no matter what you do works. I'm going to just put it out there. You turn on one sexually, you could cold approach. You can cold approach. You can wait for choosing signals. You can be direct, indirect. Hell, if you turn her on, you could be shy and she'll find her way to you. If you turn her on. Because even with communication, remember, most communication is with body language. So if you might be just walking, but you got a certain walk, women get turned on by that shit. And then all you have to do is just pick up that she's being turned on by that shit, and then you can approach at your leisure. If you approach, you might not approach, and she'll find a way over into your thing. Shit. That's the thing. And that's the one thing I'll maintain. I respect everybody's style and what they preaching, but if you tap into your own sexuality, your own sexual energy, and being comfortable with sex, and then know how to adorn yourself, boom. Because the book I'm reading now, the Kuma Sutra, it gets into all of that. That's very important. All that stuff gets into sex appeal. And you know the beauty of sex appeal for a man? Here's the beauty of it. You got 100% control over it. Seriously. And as much as I preach body game, that's still just the cake. That's still just the turkey that don't have any seasonings on it. That's the base. You still need a base. And it makes it easier. But you got to have the rest of it. You still got to have a certain age. You still got to walk a certain way. You still got to have masculine energy. Because only women going to want to fuck with a dude who's like passive or on that shadow man shit is a masculine woman. And even her sometimes she want that masculine man. Because they want to know what you going to do in the bedroom. And that's it. Sometimes they'll just see a man not paying attention to him, not trying to talk to him. He might be just doing his thing and the woman getting hot. Seriously. That's all it is. Like you can ignore a woman, play her off and shit. She get hot. And just to be clear, it's not going to turn on every single woman. But that's what gets into what I call the tribe. All the man had to do is figure out which women are turned on by who he is. And I'm going to tell you how deep it is. You do have control. You do have control. Because I can tell you what, I can always know. Because y'all see me, I always change. Sometimes this be ball, sometimes this will be off. And I ain't going to get into the spiritual reasons why I never keep my shit the same. It is a spiritual reason. That's more for my deep thought channel. But, wait, hold on. Let me blast this real quick. Alright, but one of the things I peeped, different looks pull different type of women. Different looks pull different type of women. And that's the one thing I just figured out. So if I'm looking for a certain type of woman, boom. Like for those who follow me on IG, there are those pictures of me and this woman, upper class sister, upper class silver fox and stuff. We had a bougie event with some real millionaires and stuff. You notice everything is shaved. Everything is shaved. I had to look a little bit more bougie. But then there might be, if you go real further down, there's a couple pictures of me and the crew, one of my peoples, and a couple Indian women and shit. We at this club, so I'm dressed a little bit different, got the hair and shit. But it depends on where you at, right? But the beauty of it is total control. Like a man got control over his hair. He got control. And all he had to do was take his time and figure out which look appeals to people. Like I give you an example, like I shave my head a lot now. I've said publicly before. I might even still have a video or something. I can't remember what I called it. but I had met Bernadette Stannis from Good Times. I'm gonna put that link in there, right? You know, used to play Thelma, right? Now we took a picture together, right? And I never forget when I was there, you know, I kind of had hair was out, you know, hair was out. It was a natural hair thing, and I know they were paying attention, so my hair was like longer. I think I had the face. Yeah, if my hair is longer, I usually got the facial hair too, right? And you know, we were talking, and you know, it was beyond just having a picture, because I actually gave her my card and everything, and on my business card, it got a picture of me, but my head shaved bald. Bernadette Stannis, Thelma, said, "Hey, you look better with this head shave." You know, so you just figure it out. So you got control over their facial hair, because beard game. Even though I did some videos, I ain't think it would last long. I ain't gonna lie. But hey, women be going crazy over a beard. Women be getting wet. They see a nice beard and shit. Some dudes probably can attest to it. They probably got some blowjobs off of nothing but their beard. But you got control over that. You definitely got control over your teeth. Like I said, you got motherfuckers. Sometimes, and depends, shit, even with the teeth, sometimes depending on what hood you in, where you at, what part of the country you at, you put some gold in your teeth or something, the women, like, they getting wet. I ain't doing all that shit, but I'm just saying, depends, right? You know, and definitely, even with your body and stuff, women don't always tell. When I talk about body game, I just say get the best body for yourself. There's always a woman that like it. Like the women who like mess with me, they like stocky. It's very simple. If a woman likes slim, all right, I might could get with her, but I gotta bring something else out. My drip might have to be good or something, you know? Or shoes. That's what I could do. Man, I could do probably an hour show just showing my shoes. It still wouldn't show all of them. But seriously, they be checking out all of that shit. And all that's, you know, your clothing, how you wearing it. Your style mean everything. Shit. Your cologne. Okay, you awfully close. Your cologne. That smell game. I did some on my Rom TV about that smell game. You get that nice cologne. Shoot. Repeat what Issa Rae said. Nice cologne make a woman rethink your unattractiveness. She might be like, "Oh, you ugly," and then she should. Oh shit, damn motherfucker. But seriously, you got control over that. Like your basic bone structure, you got to just work with what you got. Seriously, you just got to work. That's all you can do. You got to work with what you got. But see, too many guys get too caught up in it. They say, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that," right? And they hurt themselves. But I'm like, dude, you can control all of that. This is what you do. Seriously, this is what you do. You just get back and you just say, well, shit, let me fix up. You know, even tats. Some women like a strategically placed tat. In fact, those who've seen some of my videos where I'm on the couch and I got the Giyanyami symbol behind me, I got a necklace with it. And I never forget this natural dime at this festival. She walked up to me and was like, "Hey, what's that?" A natural dime, like no makeup on. She was still fine as shit. You know, she was fine as shit. Like model, like, and she came up to me. But that was part of it. Sometimes it could be whatever. It depends on the woman, though. And that's the thing, like I said, your tribe. And seriously, I'm going to be real with you because I know somebody's still going to doubt it. Dude, I'm going to put it like this. Let's go in front of a crowd somewhere. Let's go in front of some women. Let's go in front of some women and find out. And no, not on the line. Let's set up, you know what, as soon as this shit kind of let up, maybe I'm just going to set that shit up. Let's just set that shit up. Let's ask some women. Shit, go ask your mama. Go ask your cousins, any females. All right? Go ask them. And don't be like, well, I don't want to listen to what they saying. Well, they the ones you trying to fuck, so you need to know what the fuck do you want to do with them. Seriously. And the reason I'm saying that, man, look, let me be clear. A lot of dudes out here suffering is unnecessary. Seriously. A lot of dudes out here are suffering is unnecessary because I talk to a lot of women. They thirsty as hell. They want it bad. I'm like, dude, I got women DMing my ass. I can't keep up with it. Seriously, they be DMing me. Shoot, I mentioned my IG. I got a lot of women who follow me, and they be hitting me up. Shit, I, please, they be sending me pics and everything. And I'm an older guy. Now I ain't in my shape I was in when I was 25. And do I look like I got money? Seriously, let's just be real with it. Do I look like I got money? I don't work for anybody, but do I look like so? Don't get the money thing out of there. You know. Yet I got them hitting me up. And then when some of them, when I meet them, they don't even shoot. All I had to do is just be cool with them. So, you know, seriously, just look. Y'all trying to help yourselves. Too many dudes out here listening to some dudes complaining and shit. And I'm like, I'm giving y'all the keys to the kingdom and shit. I'm giving you the keys. See Boogie giving you the keys. Cousin T-Tar giving you the keys. He's a pro. We giving you the real keys to the motherfucking kingdom and shit. So, I mean, it's just a choice. It's just a choice. Because seriously, I get too many dudes hit me up and they complain. I'm like, dude, all right, dude, work on this. Go get shit. I mean, it's a easy fix, really, a lot of times. Anybody can go find a barber, let the barber bless them. Anybody can test out, go to a, shoot, you got stores in a mall, like, selling some colognes and shit. You can brush your fucking teeth. And definitely hit the gym. Shit, you got control all over there. Hell. Because women, you know, they want that D bad. They want it bad. Anybody who don't think so, I guarantee they ain't getting it. Guarantee. Or they lucky when they do get some. But they want that shit. Look how thirsty these women are out here, though, man. Anytime I'm walking through, like I always say, I'm walking through a mall, you got about 3 or 4 stores selling just leggings. What the leggings do? Those are just glorified pantyhose. And they trying, what's the sole purpose? To draw masculine attention to them. And all you have to do as a man is really just be a man. Shit. Be a man and be comfortable with sex and look like you're going to knock them out the box. And if you don't have any confidence in that, nah, they ain't going to turn them on. Because the thing is, they don't just want just sex. They want some good sex. Yeah, I need to get that shit. Dudes need to get that. Yeah, and I'm going to be getting more and more into it, man. Like I said, everybody can do all this other stuff, direct, indirect, cold approach, choosing signals. I'm just tell you how to build up your sex appeal. And that's all I've been doing. Like on my private group, shoot, I got dudes coming back telling me some shit. I got some of the dudes who follow me privately on my private shit. They coming back, they hit me up saying, damn, Ron, this woman just walked up and grabbed my dick. Like shit. They ain't surprised. I ain't surprised at all. Because I know what the fuck is up. Because once you tap into that shit, once you really understand a woman's sexual nature and tap into your own, you can turn down women, man. You're always going to get it. You be walking, mind your business, they'll walk up in here, be like, try to find a reason to talk to you. Seriously. All right? Now, I know I'm still going to get some doubters and shit. Well, all right. Stay up there. Because I tell you what, my oldest son, he 18. Youngest son 15. And I got a lot of young people who follow me. They'll just take your woman. So that big butt, fine woman, whatever you like, she walking along, you trying to figure out how to get to her. One of my boys gonna just take her. Cause now let me bring out Romeo. The shit ain't nice out here. Survival of the motherfucking fittest. Now if you wanna sit up and cry and all of that, don't wanna like improve yourself, what the fuck ever. I don't give a fuck, man. Seriously. You either take it. Nobody gives a fuck if you want to sit up there and cry and shit. Nobody gives a flying motherfucker. You can want them to have some simply fuck that. This world is cold as shit. So get up there and do it. Either eat or be eaten. Way of nature, oldest law in nature. Survival of the fittest. So heed what the fuck I'm saying. Alright? I'm out.